Hey everyone, I am Laura Griffiths and this is my son Eli. Say hi.
Hi.
He was very excited. And look, he even has it's so funny when he drinks Shakeology, he gets a Shakeology beard because he'll drink from a straw and then he'll go and wipe it like that. So he gets a little Shakeology beard. Can you show everyone how cute you are? You are the cutest. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about personal development and how it has changed my life. We call this, today's Thursday, and usually on Thursdays we do like what's called a throwback Thursday, and I'm sure you've seen a ton of those posts. But as I was thinking about different transformations and looking back on how I was just a few years ago, my mind is just blown because, so I'm going to first talk about when I was on bed rest at 20 weeks with Samara. So this was, how old is she? She's 7. She'll be 8 next month. But when I was 20 weeks pregnant with her, I was put on bed rest because I was leaking fluid and I was super sick. I had preeclampsia, and then I actually had postpartum preeclampsia, which is a lot more rare. So I was super, super sick. We thought we would lose the baby. We thought we'd lose our little Sammy, but she held on and she was way more healthier than I was the whole time being pregnant. But I remember one of the most distinct things that I remember about laying there, not being able to move, just feeling icky constantly for 20 weeks, was that I wish I could do yoga, which is crazy because I never did yoga before that. In fact, whenever I actually had tried it and it was so hard for me, I'm not a bendy person. But anyways, I kept thinking, I think yoga would really help me and help my body heal. And so I took that as inspiration because, I'm sitting there praying that everything would be okay and stuff. And so, I wanted to give that a try. So, I started doing that, and then I actually ended up teaching yoga, which was really cool. I taught it at our church because I taught aerobics classes 3 times a week, and one of those days was yoga. I just was like, we all need it. We all need the stretching and stuff. And even though I wasn't a bendy person, and I'm still not, I started getting stronger. My back started getting stronger. My neck started getting stronger. And the reason I'm thinking about this is because I threw my neck out, or I did something yesterday and haven't been able to move for like the past 24 hours. I went to the doctor today and I got adjusted, and I'm feeling so much better. I'm still really sore. So I said I probably shouldn't work out today. He worked me over pretty good, so my muscles are sore from that. But as far as personal development goes, I never believed in it. I never thought that it was anything looking into. I didn't really even know what it was. Kelly, my husband, he would read these books, and I always loved, oh, you see some people? I'm in my car. So I always saw Kelly reading these books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, and those types of books. And I was like, I was always into novels. I loved mysteries and things like that. And so I always thought he was kind of like old man material, but I kind of made fun of him. But then I started coaching, and one of our 4 vital behaviors is personal development. And how cool is that? One of the number 1 things, we have 4 things that we do as a coach. And one of them is personal development. That means personal growth. That means always working on yourself, which is so freaking awesome. And I didn't really take that to heart for a while. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'll read a book, because I do love reading. So I thought, okay, I'm going to start reading. And I picked up I picked up a book. What was it? Someone gave it to us. It was Think and Grow Rich. And so I was like, okay, well, I've heard good things about this book. And I read about half of it, and then I got really bored. It just kind of wasn't for me. And so I thought, oh, is this just not, what is this?
Yes.
That's cuckas. Let's not do that anymore, okay? Sorry. Anyways, I thought, okay, I guess it's not for me. But then so everybody kept recommending the Slight Edge. The Slight Edge, I kept hearing all these things. And so I'm like, okay, I'll give this another try. And oh my gosh, the Slight Edge was definitely for me. It was a very quick read, which is what I needed. It was direct, right to the point. I loved it. Yeah, and I totally recommend that. One of the reasons I read it was because one of the coaches said that they thought it should be a recommended reading in high school for high school kids. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I read it and I thought it was fabulous. And I recommend it to all my coaches. I even recommend it in every challenge group that I do. But I have to tell you that my mindset has changed completely since I started reading personal development books. After I read The Slight Edge, my life was changed because I sought out different books. I sought out positive influences like podcasts. I listened to The Shalene Show like all the time. I loved our National Wake Up Calls. We have them every single Monday, but on Podcast Republic, they were archived, so I could listen to any of them. And I loved that. I think they're on iTunes. Anyways, so I became obsessed with finding new ways that I can grow, new ways that I can learn how to be a better leader, a better person. Like that, to me, is so key, and it is vital. It's one of our vital behaviors, and it is vital for me. If I wasn't coaching, I would still do this. And that is, I think, what is missing in a lot of people is if they weren't doing what they were doing, would they still be doing these behaviors? And my answer to that is absolutely. I would still be working out. I would drink Shakeology no matter what. I would read these personal development books because they fuel my mind with positive energy. And I love that. And reaching out to people, I would of course do that because I have become a better person, because I've built so many amazing relationships just by reaching out to people and talking to people that I would never have done that before. I am such an introvert. I love being home. I love just being closed off. And this has just opened my mind and opened the way that I think to so many new possibilities. A lot of people think, oh, I couldn't do what you do, but oh my goodness, if I can do this, anyone can. So that's my message. It's went a little bit long, and I apologize for that. But if you guys are thinking about doing a personal development book or anything, I have so many recommendations. I can totally talk to you and find out what you are kind of interested in or what you're looking for in your life, and I can guide you in the right direction. I just finished a book that I actually listened to on Audible, which I recommend listening to this book because it was mind-blowing. The book is called On Fire by John O'Leary, and I seriously, every time I got in the car and was listening to the book, I was crying. I did not want to. I was on the last chapter and I kept not wanting to listen to it because I didn't want it to end. That's how freaking good this book was. My girls loved it too. They would like Google him and try to see pictures, and it was so cool. So anyways, I definitely recommend that one. And I will talk to you guys later. It kind of went long. Okay, say bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.